Right, well, Senegal and record winners Egypt are set to meet in the final of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations in Yaoundé, Cameroon on Sunday. Now, with both teams starting slowly in the group stage of the competition, they've managed to shift through the gears in the knockout stages to set up what will be a thrilling final. CGTN's Mohamed Abubakar previews this one for us now.
After the completion of the group stage at this year's Africa Cup of Nations, very few considered Senegal and Egypt favourites to reach the final. Slow starts for both teams saw Senegal top Group B with only 1 win, 2 draws and just 1 goal scored, while Egypt started with defeat before finishing second behind Nigeria in Group E. Senegal's goal-scoring spree began in the knockouts, beating Cape Verde 2-0 in the round of 16, before identical 3-1 victories over Equatorial Guinea and Burkina Faso in the quarters and semis. Egypt, on the other hand, knocked out previous champions Côte d'Ivoire, Morocco and hosts Cameroon to reach the final.
Let's forget the group stage, how they performed in the group stages. Probably they're still picking up their paces little by little, and of course luck shone on both sides. But when they got to the real business of the tournament, they picked up.
The final will also give football fans a chance to watch arguably 2 of the best African players currently in Sadio Mane and Mo Salah as they try to lead their countries to glory. The forwards are also teammates at club level in the English Premier League side Liverpool, further adding spice to the showdown.
These are the 2 best players we have on the African stage right now, no doubt about that, and they are in their prime. They are scoring goals with reckless abandon for the same club. They've won the Champions League together. They've won the Premiership together. They've won trophies together. So this is the only trophy that one of them will win and one of them will lose.
Senegal has reached the final in this competition twice before, losing on both occasions in Mali 2002 and the last edition Egypt 2019. Despite Egypt being the record 7-time winners, their fans are yet to see the current generation lift the trophy, with their 2017 final loss in Gabon being the closest they've come in the last decade.
It will make a big change for them. I mean, they're still, the majority are still young, and this will help us even win more championships in the future. But I hope we start with this and let's see what comes next. Yeah.
Indeed, we are proud to be in the final. But the main objective remains to win the AFCON. It won't be easy. For a long time now, we've been chasing this title. We've been having great teams, always having amazing individual players, but still, we do not have an African title to show for it.
Right, well, for more on this, let's now speak to Mohamed Abubakar, who has been covering the tournament for us and is now standing by in Yaoundé, Cameroon. Mohamed, we now know the 2 teams that will go head-to-head for Africa's biggest football prize. What can we expect in Sunday's final?
Well, Mahia, we should expect a fierce battle between these 2 teams. As you've heard in my report, both sets of players and fans as well for both countries have been yearning for this title. Senegal have been in the final twice, in 2002 where they lost it to Cameroon, and most recently in Egypt where they lost it to Algeria as well. So they believe it's going to be 3rd time lucky this time round. As for Egypt, we know they're the record holders for this competition, but the current team, the current squad in this Egyptian team are yet to test glory in this competition. The closest they came was in 2017 where they lost to Cameroon. So they've also been yearning for this title, and hopefully they hope to turn up on Sunday and make sure they get this trophy. So we should be expecting a fantastic showpiece of football tomorrow, Mahia.
And Mohamed, we now know, obviously this year's edition, as it comes to a close, has thrown up a number of surprises that we may not have seen coming. Tell us more about what caught your eye there.
I think it's the beauty of the expanded tournament from 16 to 24. Last edition as well, we managed to see a lot of smaller nations in football, if you may call them, turn up and appear. And this time round, the same happened. We have the likes of Malawi, who reached the knockout stages. We have Sierra Leone, who gave a game to Côte d'Ivoire. But for me, the teams that stood out is Comoros, of course, the debutants, and the Gambia. Comoros managing to reach the knockout stages and also putting up a fight against the hosts, Cameroon. when they played without half their team due to COVID-19, and also a goalkeeper who is a fullback. But the Gambia, I mean, debutants to reach all the way to the quarterfinals, it's been an amazing run for them. I won't talk too much about them because I visited them while I was in Douala in their training session and filed this report.
The Gambia was one of 2 debutants at the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. Ranked 150th in the FIFA World Rankings, the lowest of the 24 teams at this year's competition, many did not give them a chance. However, they surpassed everyone's expectations, qualifying from a tough group that included former champions Tunisia, Mali and Mauritania.
Really proud to see our team at the AFCON for the very first time, and just coming here, not making the numbers, but putting up a fantastic performance in the quarterfinals. Unbelievable. Not even the biggest Scorpion fan back home would have fancied our chances at the tournament, but our run has been nothing but a fairy tale, a positive one, the best PR for our country.
The Scorpions went through Group F unbeaten, beating Mauritania 1-0 in their first ever AFCON game. A credible 1-1 draw with Mali set the stage for their most stunning win in Cameroon, the 1-0 win over 2004 champions Tunisia that made the world sit up and take notice. Guinea was the next African giant to feel the sting in the round of 16 with another 1-0 win, before their amazing run was ended by hosts Cameroon in the quarters.
I think we are having that belief. Nowadays football, everyone knows how to play football. But most of the people don't have the belief, the confidence that we'll just come up to this stage of the tournament. But thank God with the spirit of the boys, we make it up to this stage. But I think it's been a very big achievement for us for the first time competing, coming up to the quarterfinal.
Coach Tom Saint-Fee hopes the team's fairy tale run at the 2021 AFCON isn't a one-off. With the amount of young talent coming through, he added the Gambia should aim for consistency and growth.
The coming years we have to develop this team. There are more young talent coming into a team that regularly can qualify for the big tournaments, 2023, 2025, and big dream is World Cup 2026, where 9 African countries can compete in Mexico, Canada and United States. And I believe it's possible. We have a lot of talent and this could be a very school to develop the team for the bigger tournaments in the future.
And staying with my colleague Mohamed, finally, the action is not over in Cameroon. There's still 2 matches to be played. What predictions do you have for those 2 matches, the third place playoff and the ultimate final on Sunday?
Well, Mahia, I'm literally standing in the middle of the 2 annex pitches here at the Olympic Stadium, where Senegal, who are on this side, and Egypt, who are on the other side, are conducting their final training before tomorrow's final. So before I give you my prediction, I managed to speak to some of the fans both the nations after their semi-final victory, just to find out what they think about their chances. Have a listen.
It will be very, very difficult for players who played 120 minutes every game for 3 times in a row. I think it's very difficult, but I think we can do it, inshallah. We can do it.
Egypt will win over Senegal in the final. Mohamed Salah, inshallah, will be the best player in the world.
Thank you.
Everyone will have a chance to win it. You can see how Sadio Mane had a difficult start in the tournament, but he slowly picked form as we kept progressing. You can see he's really motivated. In 2019, we were in the final, but of course, we didn't win it. But this time, I'm confident we will win the Africa Cup of Nations.
Well, I've played 120 minutes.
Well, that was CGTN's Mohamed Abubakar joining us live from Yaoundé, previewing the final 2 matches at the Africa Cup of Nations, the third place playoff and the final on Sunday between Senegal and Egypt.